Good morning. I'm Stephanie Ramirez. Time right now is 4 o'clock on this July 23rd. It is Thursday. Thank you for starting your morning with us right here on Fox 5 and streaming on Fox Local. Here's what's happening today. A major change could be coming to the plan to bring massive power lines to Prince William County. Why Dominion Energy is now proposing to move those lines underground and what it could mean for residents. Plus, our riders along Metro's Red Line in for another major headache this morning. The latest in the overnight repairs to a broken water pipe causing service disruptions. And after several days of storms and humidity, nice weather heads our way. Taylor tracking your end of the week forecast. Fox 5 Mornings starts right now. And good Thursday morning. I got to tell you, when I stepped out the door, it was lovely. My car was reading low 70s.
Right?
Taylor, you like, job done. Thank you.
I know. It's amazing. It's incredible, especially get this kind of weather and lower humidity in July. We will take what we can get.
Late July, right?
Late July, right. So today's going to be a beautiful day for outdoor plans. It will certainly be less humid out there. Tomorrow looks like another fantastic day as well. The weekend will get a little bit warmer. Eventually, we'll start to see that humidity build back, but enjoy the nice break we're getting from the severe weather, the smoke, the humidity. It's going to be a beautiful day. Stephanie?
I'm just going to say thank you, Taylor. Now, all right, checking out other top stories this morning. A trial date will be set for the Fairfax County father indicted for killing his 3-month-old daughter. This is 28-year-old Misael Lopez Gomez. He admitted to police that he repeatedly struck the infant in March at their Falls Church home. He was previously charged with second-degree murder, but prosecutors asked a grand jury to upgrade the charge to aggravated murder. Gomez is an undocumented immigrant from Guatemala. Also in Fairfax County, a special education teacher is now facing charges for simple assault. Police say 35-year-old Eliseo Perez turned himself into police yesterday following an investigation last month into claims that he had inappropriate contact with a child. He has been suspended without pay. And police arrested a man accused of trying to abduct a woman along a walking trail. This is in Loudoun County. 34-year-old Ronaldo Sanchez Velasquez is currently being held without bond. Deputies say last week he attacked a woman near the Algonquian Parkway in Sterling. Luckily, the victim was able to fight him off. Authorities say the suspect is in the country illegally. And over to Baltimore County, where a teenager is in custody for a deadly double shooting. Police arrested 16-year-old Keith Maurice James Jr. yesterday. This is in connection with the July 7th killing of a 15-year-old girl and her 9-year-old brother. Investigators say the suspect knew the victims and will be charged as an adult. A motive still not clear. Caught on camera now, 2 men spotted running from federal agents after a truck barreled through a Sterling, Virginia neighborhood and slammed into a home. An attempted traffic stop turned into a dangerous pursuit. The video showing a white truck racing through a townhome parking lot with the passenger door hanging open. A man jumps out and takes off on foot as the pickup comes to a stop when it hits the home. Another man is seen running across the grass as federal agents chase after him. We spoke off camera with the homeowner whose property was damaged. The woman asked not to show her face out of fear that federal officers could return.
Nervous, scary, because sometimes we want to go shopping or out, or we no can go to the vacation or anywhere because we're scary.
Neighbors believe ICE officers were involved. The agency didn't immediately respond to Fox 5's request to comment. Still unclear whether anyone was taken into custody. The search continues for a third person who authorities say evaded law enforcement during a traffic stop. The chaotic scene unfolding along the Clara Barton Parkway yesterday morning. Witnesses say 3 people jumped outside of a vehicle near Lock 10 by the Potomac River. A water rescue unit was called to locate a person believed to have jumped into the water. This morning, that person remains on the run. The 2 others, we're told, are in custody. And a judge granted bond for Jing Dong. This is the driver charged in the deadly May I-95 bus crash in Stafford County. Yesterday, Dong was granted a $25,000 bond on 3 of the 5 involuntary manslaughter charges he faces in connection with the crash. One condition includes that he stay in Virginia. Police say Dong failed to slow down for a work zone and slammed into multiple vehicles, killing 5 people and injuring dozens. He's still behind bars, expected to have another bond hearing tomorrow on 2 remaining charges. In the district, there is an investigation underway into the cause of a fire at a Pepco substation in Northwest D.C. You're looking at video from the scene showing smoke billowing out of the building on 22nd Street Northwest at around 6 last night. D.C. Fire says flames on the roof came from electrical equipment. Thankfully, no one was hurt, and there were no power outages as well. Returning now to Metro, crews working overnight to restore signaling equipment along the Red Line. This comes after a broken water pipe flooded a train control room yesterday. Now, this led to significant morning commute delays Wednesday as the system faced signal issues between Friendship Heights and DuPont Circle. The signaling equipment is about 50 years old. Metro is expected to give us an update by 4:30, so in about a half an hour on this morning's service. 4:05 right now, and there's a look at the Washington Monument this morning. I got to tell you, some folks get up super early to take a walk down on the National Mall. Today is a day to do it, to get some sunrise photos in too.
Yeah, a great day to do anything outside. It's going to be fantastic. It's not going to be that hot. It's not going to be that humid. We don't have the severe weather threat, and we don't have the smoke to talk about either. So high temperatures yesterday, we got into the upper 80s to low 90s. It was pretty humid out there as well. So we're seeing that nice reprieve from the high humidity for sure across the area. It feels so much more refreshing out there. There's also a little bit of a breeze in place too. We'll take a live look at radar where all the rain and storms that we saw impact some areas, especially south of D.C. yesterday, has since moved out of here. That's the cold front we were kind of watching that's going to pull in that drier air behind that. So certainly going to be a nice day for outdoor plans. Not very humid at all. Low 70s by 9 a.m., upper 70s closer to noon, and then 5 p.m. mostly sunny. 82 degrees. I'll have more on that 7-day forecast. This nice weather will stick around for the upcoming weekend coming up in a couple of minutes. Stephanie?
All right, Taylor, let's take a look outside. We've got to tell you about the outer loop in the Cabin John area. There is construction between the Claire Barton Parkway and the GW Parkway. Traffic getting by in the left lane only. Right now, about 9 minutes is the drive time through the work zone. You can see those red lights. Vehicles definitely slowing down in that area. It's 4:07 right now, and we are turning to the ongoing war with Iran. Both countries continuing to fight for control over the Strait of Hormuz, with the United States announcing its 12th night in a row of strikes against Tehran. Video from U.S. Central Command showing U.S. forces striking civilian infrastructure. At least 2 people have been killed in the strikes near the Iraqi border. The United States says that they are designed to further degrade Iran's ability to threaten civilian mariners and commercial vessels. Meanwhile, yesterday, President Donald Trump presided over the dignified transfer of 4 service members killed in the Middle East since Friday. Their remains were returned to American soil, the ceremony taking place at the Dover Air Force Base. 18 service members have since been killed. This is since the war started in February. The president yesterday again ramping up threats against Iran. And he posted to Truth Social warning that the U.S. will bomb 1 bridge or power plant for every ship attacked in the Strait of Hormuz.
And I think starting to strike at targets at the heart of the regime, power plants, energy sites, bridges, or other transportation facilities is the right answer.
We are not going to put one more penny in until you give us some answers about this war and end it. This war has to end.
Last night, in a separate issue here, is a razor-thin 216 to 214 vote. House Republicans narrowly adopted a $95 billion budget proposal. It allocates money for the war with Iran and to farmers, aid to farmers, as well as funding related to President Trump's push for stricter voting requirements. With nearly all Democrats opposed and Senate support uncertain, the plan faces an uphill battle. Now we're learning more about the Trump administration's deal with Saudi Arabia, giving them a green light to pursue a civilian nuclear program. The deal reportedly does not require Saudi Arabia to abide by the International Atomic Energy Agency's toughest protocols, which allow for surprise inspections at nuclear sites. The agreement will last 30 years and is expected to involve U.S. firms.
President Trump's agenda in the Middle East has been commerce, not conflict. Saudi Arabia has been an ally of the United States since the nation's forming.
The revolutionary aspect of this agreement is that the United States is willing to, at least theoretically, transfer highly sensitive technology without the same level of oversight that one would expect.
The deal has to be reviewed by Congress, which has 90 days to consider it. New numbers reveal that the district's public safety agencies have spent $228 million on overtime since last year. That's according to D.C. Auditor Kathy Patterson. The report also finding that public safety workers took an average of 9 weeks of various types of leave. That means many police officers, dispatchers, and firefighters were unavailable for duty. More than 1,000 positions are vacant. An effort to weaken D.C. Council's power to raise new taxes approved by the House Oversight Committee. Right now, if the council passes a tax hike in D.C., Congress has 30 days to review it before it takes effect. Under the new legislation, both the House and Senate would have to vote to approve any tax hike. It's a change House Republicans claim would protect taxpayers from unnecessary tax hikes, but Democrats say it's an attack on D.C.'s home rule. The bill's chances of passing the Senate remains uncertain. Straight ahead, from crumbling trails to broken bridges, some of America's most famous public parks, included right here in Washington, D.C., desperately need repairs. The multi-billion-dollar bill facing the National Park Service. Plus, 2 men behind bars for stealing more than 100 vases from a cemetery in Charles County. Details on the bizarre theft when we come back. But first, Taylor?
All right, going to be a beautiful day, so we'll have a full check on how long this nice weather is going to stick around coming up right after the break.